best friend. How are you today?
Great.
You ready for another show?
Yep.
All right, we're going to introduce our guest after your intro. So I'm going to share screen, and we're a one-take show, so there'll be no editing, and go from there. All right, you ready to take it away? Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and here we go.
She's on hotter than a fantasy, only like a highway. She's it's on fire, feeling like a catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. She
Red, I love it. I love your intro every single time. I really do. You've done a lot of stuff. Who is our very, very special guest today that you would like to introduce? Who is it?
Coach Nusseibeh,
From where?
Canisius Women's Basketball.
Yeah, this is going to be an awesome show. I'm so excited. And it's a little bit different because we just did a little visit to watch Canisius play, didn't we?
Yep.
You were impressed, weren't you? I could tell all you were doing is talking about lots of stuff on the way home. So why don't you welcome Coach, and then we're going to give some facts about it.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Brenna. I'm really excited to be here. I'm honored, actually.
That's awesome. All right, give us some facts about Coach. Go ahead.
Named head coach for Canisius in 2021, 10th coach in program history. Team is off to a
7-4.
7-4 start this season. 12 years of Division I coaching experience. Coached at Miami University. Defensive coordinator and assistant coach. Manhattan College, associate head coach and defensive coordinator.
A lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. Keep going.
Bowling Green, assistant coach. Holy Cross, assistant coach. Cincinnati, graduate assistant, video coordinator, academic support, and worked with post players. Internships, WNBA Atlanta Dream, and also the Washington Mystics. Played at American and was selected to the all-rookie team in 2006 for the Patriot League. And I think you are an awesome coach.
That's the best fact of all.
I really appreciate that, Brenna. Thank you.
Nice job,
Thank you
Matt.
for that awesome intro.
We can do that at the end. There's some things that we're going to include at the end, Coach, that Brenna noticed or learned on her trip to Canisius. So we'll do that after. Yeah, we can go back and forth. It'll be great. You want to ask Coach if she's ready?
Are you ready?
Brenna, I'm always ready. Let's go.
Go ahead. Right here.
First question is, how did you get interested in basketball, and did you play other sports as a kid?
That's a great question. I played soccer, softball, and basketball. And I think that's extremely important when you're young, just to experience different sports, kind of like yourself, where you get to learn different skills that you might have. And every sport's really different, so I played those 3 sports primarily. My first love was soccer. I really love soccer. And then my parents bought a basketball hoop. We put it in the driveway, and I couldn't leave the driveway. I shot hoops all the time when I was younger. I found myself getting off the bus or getting home from school and just grabbing the basketball and running out to the driveway and shooting until, my mom made me come inside. So that's how I started my love for basketball. When I was in 7th grade, my grade school had a team. I tried out for the team. I was the tallest. I made the team. I wasn't very good, but I love the game of basketball immediately.
What do you think of that? Started basically in 7th grade with her first organized. Coach, was that right? First organized team, 7th grade?
Yes, 7th grade. Before that, I was just shooting hoops on the driveway, having a good time. And then I learned actual basketball and the fact that there are 5 people on the court and different defensive and offensive concepts and all that good stuff. And Brenna, I was rough. It took me a while to kind of learn how to finish around the rim, because they immediately put me on the block because I was the tallest. And I had some really, really good coaches through grade school and high school who believed in me and helped develop me, which eventually I was very thankful to earn a college scholarship.
Nice.
See that? And you're only in 5th grade.
You're ahead of the game, Brenna. I'm telling you that right
Out
now.
of the game. There you go. All right. What do you got next?
Second question is, what are the most important things you look for in a player, in players?
Yeah, that's really simple for me. So, and it's gonna sound obvious, but I'll go a little deeper into the 2 things I'm gonna give you are effort and attitude, because you always have control over your effort and your attitude. And so I want to see players who have control and take control, regardless of what happens, good or bad, up or down. How do we handle tough moments? How do we handle good moments? So I think attitude and effort with our program here at Canisius, those are what we call non-negotiables, meaning you have to bring those every day. You have to bring a good attitude. You have to work hard. And so when I'm recruiting, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for players who work really, really hard, who never take plays off, who give everything they have, and who do it with a great attitude. That includes coachability. So I watch how players come off a court when I'm recruiting them and how they handle coaching. So, how does a player come off the court? Does she look her coach in the eye? Does she nod? Or does she have an attitude? Does she hit everybody's hand going down to sit down? Or does she just plop down? I watch all of that stuff because that's the most important thing, is having great teammates who work hard and have good attitudes.
What do you think of that? Does that sound familiar? You're trying not to smile at me. What are some of the things you want to tell Coach that you have done in your teams that Dad's always telling you?
Just get everybody ready for the game. Don't let their attitudes go down. Keep them, have high hopes and stuff.
Someone makes a mistake, what do you do for your teammate?
I say it's okay. Sometimes give them a high five. Most of the time I do.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Brenna. That's so important to have teammates like you, because it's a learned skill. It's something you learn, right? Some people just have it, but for a lot of people, it's something that they learn. And if you can lead by example in that consistently all the time, you're going to be a tremendous leader for your team. And now your other teammates are going to start following what you're doing, where if they notice someone's down, they're going to give them a high five. They're going to let them know it's okay. So that's tremendous leadership.
Thanks.
Yeah, you work hard at it. What's your next one?
All right. Third question is, what got you interested in coaching?
My high school coach really lit a fire in me for coaching. He was a man who was really hard on us, who challenged us because he believed in us so much. And so he held us to a really high, what I would call a standard, meaning he demanded a lot from us because he believed in us and he cared so much about us. My coach, his name was Coach Wackerly. He would run through 5 brick walls for us. And because of that, we would do the same for him because we knew how much he cared and how invested he was. And after experiencing a coach like that, for me, I wanted, with life after, college, I wanted to create a life for myself where I knew I could make just as positive of an impact as my coach in high school. And so that's how I knew coaching was for me, is just seeing Coach Wackerly impact my life in such a positive way, as well as so many other young girls. I wanted to do the same for other young women. And so got into college coaching, and that's absolutely where my heart is. It's in developing young women, supporting young women, and hopefully forming relationships that last a lifetime.
Awesome answer, huh?
Yep.
Are you ready for your wild card question?
Yep.
She loves her wild card questions.
And
I'm
That's-
ready for it. Bring it.
Yeah, coach gets you to ask the magic 8 ball. Go ahead.
All right, the wild card is, what is your favorite movie and favorite sports movie?
Ooh, okay. Favorite movie. It's not a popular movie, so I'm gonna give you the title and then give you the kind of the storyline of it a little bit. It's called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Okay,
Heard it
do you know the actor Ben Stiller?
He does, I don't.
Okay, so Dad probably knows Ben Stiller, but he's in it.
She's getting to the age where she'll start watching some Ben Stiller.
Okay, yeah, yeah. This isn't your typical Ben Stiller movie. It's a little different, but it's about, he's the main character and he's living this 9-to-5 job. And it's just blah, day in, day out, the same type of life. And throughout the story, he learns adventure and taking chances and taking risks. And I love that storyline. I think it's a really neat storyline, and being brave and courageous. So The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. And then sports movie. This is a classic from my childhood. It's called Little Giants.
Oh,
Have you ever heard of it? Do you know what I'm talking about,
She
Brenna?
does.
That's I love that movie. It's about the ultimate underdog
wait,
team.
isn't it the one where like the girl?
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
that one, right?
Yep. that's
Becky
one.
the Icebox.
Yep.
Becky the Icebox O'Shea. Yeah. I really liked Becky. I thought she was so cool because she was a tough tomboy. But I love, love, love Little Giants.
You like it too. I know you do. We've seen some good sports movies over the years.
Oh, Giants, Hoosiers,
Hoosiers.
What was the hockey one that you really liked?
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle, yeah.
Miracles.
We went to Lake Placid for the 40th of
Nice.
of Miracle on Ice, just so they could experience where it happened, and they had seen the movie, so it's great.
That's awesome.
When movies have an impact on you and you can relate. So I'm glad. Little Giants, it's awesome. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Oh yeah, classic. Put that one on again, Brenna.
Show coach what you have in your hand now.
Okay, we got the 8 ball.
Yep.
You want to explain to coach? She already knows. She gets to
Yep.
ask what?
Just
Yes or no?
yes or no. Shake it while I'm saying it, and it'll give an answer.
All right, Brenna, we got a game coming up tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. I'm gonna ask the obvious. I'm hoping the 8 ball does its magic. The question is,
W.
will we win tomorrow against Mount St. Mary's? Magic 8 ball.
Will Canisius win their game tomorrow? A little hard to see this one. It says go for it.
That means
All right, we're
I
gonna
think
go for it. I like it.
That's a positive.
I'll take it. I will take it. We are
I
going.
like it.
We are
Coach, the last thing that we have, things that Brenna noticed and learned on her trip to meet you and your team at Canisius. You want to read number 1?
Very good teammates with each other, and like attitude and effort again.
Yep. What
Awesome.
else?
They listen to all the coaches, including you, when you're like in the huddle and stuff.
That's a
Anything
great
else? You want me to read the next one? Played hard, aggressive, and tough. 100%. And we saw that, and we talked about that on the way home. That was one of the things that I knew we would see going up there, and it was important for you to see, being a 5th grader and starting your basketball. What else?
That's it.
Oh, I'll read it. When I am older, I'm going to be nice to kids my age, like the team was to me. Because they were really nice to you, weren't they? Coming up to you and asking you questions, and not all teams do that, right? Because we've been on different trips. Not everyone does that. And Canisius was pretty special. What's this one? Play multiple sports, right?
Yeah, play multiple sports.
And who was the one that gave you that advice? Coach.
Forgot. How
Yep.
do you say her name?
Coach knows who it was.
Is it Ty?
It
Ty
was.
Fulton, I think. She
Yep,
was
Ty Fulton.
talking with you.
Yep.
Yep.
Number 45. right?
Yep,
Yes,
she was
that is
awesome.
Ty. Yep.
We we really loved talking to her. I know Brenna had a very good experience listening to what she had to say, some good advice that she took time after the game, after a hard fought game, that she came over and gave Brent some really good advice at the end. What else?
What's that? word?
Nice arena and
Yeah.
practice facilities.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Great environment. How about this?
Cool jerseys.
Thought
You
guys
like,
did
I'm
cool.
glad you approve of the jerseys. That's a good.
That's always a big one. Trust me, I know from my days, what the jerseys are a big deal. And she noticed them. And what was it, this last one?
I noticed like during the ends,
Mhm.
you guys never panicked and you never gave up.
That's awesome. Brenna, you took a lot of really, really cool things away, and I'm so glad that you were able to come and not only experience the game, but shoot around and spend some time with our players. Because I have no doubt you impacted them the way you feel they impacted you, and I have no doubt that they learned some things from you too. So I want to thank you for making the time, and thank you, Dad, for bringing her out. That was awesome. But for you to take
Our
that
pleasure.
many really cool things away, that's awesome.
So, Coach, that about wraps it up. Like I said, we don't do any edits. It's a one take show. Even one time with, I think it was Coach Guard from Wisconsin, her
Mhm.
brother's show, we lost him and just kept going. And then he came back in. We're like, hey, we're winging it, waiting for you to
Yeah.
log back in.
Authentic.
But
Great.
I don't know if you had any questions for Brenz before I let her sign off with her always believe and stay tough, but
Yeah.
go ahead if you
Brenna,
had one.
do you mind if I ask you one question?
Nope.
Okay. What are you most excited for in 2024?
Ooh.
I
I'm
think I
thinking.
know. I think I know.
What?
We discussed a potential guest with her about
Oh,
not having limits and just going for it. And she has been pretty focused on this potentially getting this guest. The odds are low, but you never know. So that's what we're
okay.
teaching.
Okay,
You
like
want
the
to tell her?
Magic Ball said, go for it.
I think this is it. This is the one. Go ahead, tell Coach.
Taylor Swift.
Oh man, that's a big go for it, but you never know. That could happen.
You never know. And
What
she
if we
mentioned
could
it. I
get Taylor
said,
Swift on this?
Coach, you know what I said? I said, why not? I
Yeah.
love it. I love that you said that and you thought about that. Why not? What's the worst that's going to happen? Doesn't
Yeah.
happen, but you never know until you try.
Yep.
Way to
Brenna,
beat the odds.
I think your Magic 8 Ball said it best. Go for it. I think that's the mentality and approach everybody should have. Just go for it. You never know. So that's awesome. If you could get T Swift on here, that would be pretty awesome.
We're
Keep
gonna go
working
for it.
at it.
We are.
Okay.
Well,
Love
Coach, thank you for taking the time, especially during the season. And best of luck in the game tomorrow. I'm sure you guys are gonna bring it to them and get the W. Brens, you want to sign off and say thanks to Coach and say what you normally say at the end? Go ahead.
Thanks for coming on my show.
Thanks, Brenna.
And
Always believe and
if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
stay tough. Thanks, Coach.
Love it. Thank you guys.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.